the best looking one's probably gonna be the Newton one. So, satellite.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Menards Cup Series
to your cars.
for the final race of Season 7. We've already crowned our lower series champions with Will, and go fuck yourself, whoever the other guy was, Jalen Long. But it's time to crown the Cup champion. This is the champion that probably matters the most. We're going to go through your field from the back this time. Troy, if you could please send the link at 3 and ping at everyone. Not stream ping. This is an at everyone ping because they suck. But in last place, we did have 4 cars have problems in qualifying. And they will be starting from the back. In last place, Brody Earnhardt. Then we have Carlos Martinez, Denny Ham, Aaron Bush, Ralph Curry, Todd Young, Bruce Nuckwit, Sam Dyer, Edwards Carl, Pete Bryan, Corey McKinney, Hunter Kong, Jeremy Marcus in his last Cup Series race with the 70. James Conaway, Julian Daniels, Dan Curry, Patricia Reed, Justin Bell, Leticia Kelly, potentially her last race in the 33. Sheldon Hampton, potentially his last race in the 91. Could be the last race for Patricia Reed in the 59. And then there's Troy Acosta, Augustine Pryor, Brian Newman, Corey Soto, Larry Cooper Jr., Clyde Wheeler Jr., Jesse Earn, Gary Collins, Bush, Austin Liang, James Freeman, Byron Wise, Penny Kim, Will in the 49, Chris Wolf, Carl Scott, and in 4th place, our first of our 4 championship drivers, Christopher Conway, looking for his 2nd championship in his career. Has not won at all this season. Hasn't won since sometime in Season 5. He is looking to steal a championship.
And be, I believe, our first ever winless champion if he doesn't win the championship. Which none of the drivers who have won the championship this year in the bottom 2 series won the race.
Yeah. And then Michael Harms starting 3rd. He has 10 wins on the season, could add an 11th and a 2nd asterisk to his career tonight. It will be certainly record-breaking. He's already broken a handful of records. One of them being he's the only driver in this field that has made every single championship from Season 1 to Season 7. And then in 2nd place on the front row, Ross Newton running his last race for his own team, or at least supposed to be.
Last race in the 45. Oh, wait, can I say that?
Could be his last race in the 45. We'll find out because obviously there's been talks of him running a couple of races over the next few years, but he will be starting 2nd, looking for his first championship in his career. And then on pole for the Season 7 MCS Championship, Wallace Fields in the 28 Valvoline Ford. So it's 2 Valvoline, 2 Energy, 140 laps. Hello, Earth Gaming. I saw you followed our Instagram. That was very cool. But
Thank you, Twin.
this is going to be a relatively long race. And we may add updates on the Instagram during the race. Not 100% sure.
To be able to.
Yes. Troy, who is your pick to win? Whoa, Jesus Christ.
Man. Wait, you're not screen sharing?
Oh, am I not?
No. Well, I know the qualifying. Honestly, I mean, top four is all. That's hard. I honestly don't know.
Mine's ready.
Oh God. Um.
Hello, Logan NASCAR fan. Mine and are not enjoying when I do TV2.
Oh Jesus. Um. You know what? I think it's really close. I think anyone has it, honestly. But if I were to go in order, I'm I'm mainly between the 45 and the 2, because the 2, of course, has 10 wins. But at the same time, that 45 is also kind of fueled by Newton knows this right here is his last chance to get that elusive championship. Oh, Jesus. Are we gonna...
Just gonna do that. Because I feel like that usually fixes things. But 140 laps, stages are 45, 45, 50, so pretty equidistant stages. Should have a pit stop in each one.
I think I'm gonna go with Ross Newton. I think it's gonna be him or Harms, and I think Wallace Field is gonna be there. It's really close. I honestly don't know. Any of these four could win it.
And green flag, we're racing the Season 7 Championship.
Fields and Harms. Once, oh Jesus.
We're gonna fucking troll this entire race. Harm's gonna try to make the move, can't quite do it, has to get out of the gas. Already you see Carl Scott has jumped past the 99. Side by side for second now.
The top three are the three most winningest drivers this season. Fields with 4, Newton with 6, and Harms, of course, with 10.
And that is 20 of the 35 completed races, so 15 other races were not won by this top 3. Conaway will jump up to the 4th position again, gets back around Carl Scott. Give me a run from Harms, takes it to the bumper, but here comes Newton, not going to let him get away. Harms goes for the lead and will clear to the race lead. Lap number 3 goes to Harms. He's going to take control. Here comes Newton. He wants second place away. Fields really strong out of turn 2. Going to take it down the back straightaway and clear. Conaway right there in 4th. He definitely seems early on to be the weak link of the championship 4, but by no means a weak driver. We saw him get out to the lead and lead a good chunk of this race earlier in the season in the Pepsi 300. The battle for second, slowing them down. Conaway goes for a really wide arc. We're gonna try to get an exit on this second and third place battle. Can't quite do it. Harms, who ran both of the lower series races, didn't win either of them, but finished, I believe, top 5 in both. The practice seems to be paying off slightly. And obviously this battle behind him, helping him pull away. defensive exit there from the 28. I don't know what's up with him. That looked like a really weird line. Doesn't look like anything's wrong. Fields continues to hold second place. Battle for third. Getting a little bit more aggressive here. 99 knows he could try to win this championship, but he might have to win the race, something he hasn't done in probably 80 or so races. Carl Scott dropping the spot to Penny Kim. Yep, Kim clears second half of the quad oval. Now Freeman on the attack. Trying to pick up that spot. Jesse Hearn making another start. Coming here from Fix. He's working on Austin Liang, which we thought was going to have a real shot at maybe stealing the championship. He was so consistent to open the season. Got that win at Talladega. LCJ almost made the championship, was a couple points short. Right at the end of Chicagoland, had himself in the championship basically until the very end. We had that late race caution where Conaway was able to pick up so many positions and knock him out of the championship. So LCJ looking to go out on top with one more win before the season's out. But an unfortunate lack of championship presence from the 8. Conway has kind of dropped off from this top 3. Doing all over the rear bumper of Fields. Struggling to make this pass. Good defense so far from Fields. The Fields continues to stretch out. Should be a pit stop in and around lap 30. As Harms catching probably his biggest rival this season, Ralph Curry. Ralph Curry earlier in the season in the Pepsi 300 was maybe not the cost of his win, but certainly hindered him. There was contact out of turn 2. The 2 car got turned down to the inside wall and hit it. Got some damage, could never really recover fully. So we'll see if he can survive it this time.
I'm going to make the Conway one for now. Or should I? No, I'm going to do it just in case, so I don't get the Dirk Sid treatment again.
No.
Where I'm rushing to make it.
Arms to the bottom, gets around the 53. Now, lap traffic's where cautions are going to be happening. And pit road. But we have seen time and time again where drivers just have different speeds coming into the turn and there's contact. That's what we saw in practice with Conaway and Earnhardt. Conaway went in too deep on Earnhardt. Turned him around entering turn 3, and all I know is the 10 car was involved and the 7 was involved, and they had to go to the back as well. And speaking of, let's check in on the drivers that started from the back. Busch started from the back. He's slowly climbing through the field. So is Earnhardt. Martinez not really going too far. feel like there was one other.
And now, one thing that I'd like to mention, of course, we saw what happened in the truck race. That was crazy with the problems and everything. And Will, of course, missed pit road, got a penalty, and we thought his championship chances were over. But the one thing I'd like to mention is the two incidents we saw in the championship races costing the guys their race. It was pretty much a two-car race for the championship. Now, in this situation where it's 4 cars, the points don't matter. It's all about whoever finishes highest. You can't afford to make any mistakes in pit road. That puts you a lap down, 2 laps down.
Yeah, so I wouldn't be too surprised if you see some of these pit crews take a little bit more time on pit road. Not intentionally, but I have a feeling their pit stops may slow down a half a second or so. Just trying to make sure everything's okay with the car. Get as many adjustments in as possible. Try to put themselves in the position to win. The Locust cars nose to tail here. All 3 of them actually in a row. So very equal cars. Now unfortunately none of them are doing very good, but Marcus in his last race, he's trying to go out with hopefully not a flip, but it's Dodge, so you never know. Kelly likely not returning to the 33 next year.
No, she's not. We already announced that.
Oh, okay.
Well. So you can say that part.
Oh, yeah, because they're replacing it with part-time cars. Yes. So she's looking for a ride. Hampton talks of AP selling this charter away to some other team. Looking more and more real. There's been no deal or public talks of a contract re-signing for Sheldon Hampton. It looks like the 31 will likely return to the 31. I think Acosta will stay. It looks possible that Ralph Curry is running his final race. I mean, if I'm running 2 seconds slower than 20th place, I wouldn't want to race either. Chris
also
Wolf,
hate it if my name was Ralph.
Yeah. Chris Wolf's deal's still up in the air. Who else? Will, we don't totally know. He's announced that he's not coming back to the Truck Series next year. That's about all we know. Obviously not going to be driving the 49. This was supposed to be Roosevelt Ortiz. Obviously got hurt with a couple races left. Could have rushed back to race 1 or 2 races at the end of the season, but didn't feel the need to do it. There was nothing to gain for him, so Will obviously filling in. Austin Liang, I believe they've reached a deal of sorts. Just waiting for the off-season to sign it. LCJ obviously contracted for like 5 more years after this. Bush,
Hey.
We aren't 100% on where he's going, but
hey, when you think about it,
it's the 26th. Yeah.
The first official race back, not counting the Clash, will be our first ever D4 race.
This is true.
So that should be a fun experience.
Byron Wise, the Charlotte King, flying right now. Just closed in 4/10 on 7th place. That was probably the quickest lap of last lap. No, the 2-car ran the quickest lap. Go figure. Carl Scott, we aren't 100% sure on his next season plans, but I have to believe he'll be returning.
Yeah, he had a really good late half of the season.
Yeah.
I mean, there were talks of him getting replaced early in the year, and then he kind of just maybe heard those rumors and locked in.
Spent some extra time on the sim. Todd Young, potentially returning next year. Obviously, there's no contracts for him. It's a family-owned team, so it's kind of.
Oh,
I heard
wrecking.
it hit the wall. Oh, yep, in the wall, Carl
Carl
Scott.
Scott.
And I think we stayed green. Scott in the wall, turn number 4. We'll take a look at what happened here. Oh, fully around, no caution. Wise really fast on the entry. Exactly what I was talking about, how the speed differential is what changes this race. Freeman got tagged. Surprisingly, no caution. Good save from Scott. We'll keep it green. Kim obviously coming back. Everyone up here coming back. Nuckwit. Nuckwit, we don't totally know what's happening with him. Obviously, the D2 ride's open if he wants it. If he can't find something in Cup, I'm sure Helvelin would love to have him back. In D2, he was so good. Didn't get a win, but had a very, very productive season. Spent most of it in and around the top 10 in points. So, we'll see where he goes next season. Martinez is Martinezing. Ralph Curry, once again, no contract. Hunter Kong, likely not coming back. I think that Talladega win in the fall was enough for him to say his career's complete. Obviously, running his own car, hasn't had the best of
All
luck.
champ things are done, by the way.
Nice. Sandier has already been announced he will not be coming back to the 1. So he's got to find a way as the 2 car will hit pit road. Harms leads everyone in. Here comes all 4 championship drivers for the first pit stop of the race. What did I say? Right in around lap 30, and here we are, lap 31, now 32. Now, obviously, stages don't really matter. Obviously, stage points don't count towards your final points, because, you know, it's the championship. It's more or less just a break. Oh. Harm's going to have contact there with the 45. Oh, 45 hits the 28 now. Oh, and that damaged the 28, so he had to wait extra long. Conaway going to jump him on pit road. So Harms will extend his gap, but he seemed to not be the quickest car on the short run. Seemed to be quick on the long run. That's a lot of cars coming out of pit road. There's slight contact. Seven, or sorry, 18 cars remain on the lead lap. Championship 4, all inside the top 5. Fields had that bad stop, lost 2 positions. As, oh wait, no, he lost 3. Oh my god, what happened to the 3? Jesus Christ. What the hell happened to the 3? Oh, God, what possibly could have happened to make him cut off his entire nose? Did he just miss pit road entry and run someone over? Was it his teammate? Let's go on board. Okay, he's coming to pit road, coming to pit road, coming to pit road. Oh, that's what happened. He killed his teammate and own car. Wow, okay. So Holmes dominating stage number 1. We're about to get our first restart. Stage obviously ends in 8 laps at the start-finish line. Costa really slow. Caution! First time today, caution flag waves. Sheldon Hampton in turn number 3. Looks slow. And we will be under the caution flag. Oh. Julian Daniels. One of the 2 rookies. Yeah, that's a battle for position. That just looks like he came in too hot. Not as low as he should have been. And cleans out the 91. So single car spin will bring out the caution flag for the first time. We will hit pit road. 81 is the free pass. Obviously once everyone's out of pit road. So 81 went from a 6th place qualifying effort to a lap down in the first stage. Oh, and Harms into the back of the 45 again. Oh, and he's slow. Look at this. Pit stop problems for the 45. Still stuck on the right side of the car. Finally gets out, and I think only did it a 2-tire stop. Two-tire stop and a bad stop for the 45. What did everyone else do? 2 car got way out ahead. Makes sense because there's so many cars between them. Did he do 2 tires? Oh yeah, I guess most people were doing 2, but a really bad stop from the 45. Going to put him deep in the field.
I'm back. I had to record the clip. So,
What did you have to record?
the caution. It's gonna
Oh.
be like first caution of the championship. Whatever.
Oh, okay. So, Newton will drop to 10th. Courtesy of a bad stop. The rest of the championship inside the top 4. So he will be fighting at a disadvantage. As I believe we will get a restart before the stage, and then we will go right back to caution with the stage caution. So we will prepare for the restart. 17 lead lap cars. 19 is out of the race with a suspension problem. Unrelated to the crash. I mean, he wasn't even involved, but you get my point. Oh, did I just not open better cautions? Okay, well, nice. I'm like a genius, dude. Well, we'll see you next caution for the correct ordering. So that means we will have a stage caution. So going to be a 3-lap shootout for stage number 1. I mean, we'll see how aggressive Conway gets for this. Obviously, stage points don't matter, but... My bad for choking on the restart. Try. Akuka? I don't know if he's here. He's doing media, I think. I think he did the bad pit stop. Coming to the green. Green flag. Back in the air from Charlotte. 3 laps to go in stage number 1. Pretty wide here. Arms gets a good exit. Gonna clear the fight for the free pass right here between Pryor and McKinney. Fields climbs up to 3rd. And Harms will put a little bit of a gap on Conaway. White flag, stage number 1. Oh yeah, did you...
Is there gonna be a stage caution?
Yes.
Okay.
So white
What were you saying?
Are you gonna post the Ross in pit stop issue?
If you want me to.
I would.
I actually didn't see it. I think I was too busy editing the other clip.
Yeah, well.
I'll go back and do that right now.
Okay. Harms will pick up the stage 1 win over Christopher Conaway. 3rd place will be Wallace Fields. Free pass, Augustine Pryor. Hi, Phantom. Pryor free pass. Going to fly past the field. Now, I actually don't know why or when the one exploded like this. Oh, did he do the same thing that 3 did? Oh, yeah, he's the one that hit the 3 after they killed each other on pit road. By the way, that was no caution. Okay, so everyone's gonna pit again. We'll see who takes 2, who takes 4, and who takes just gas. So Bush will go to third out of pit road. It'll be Fields fourth, Cooper Jr. fifth. So Newton will pick up a couple of spots through the first couple laps of that restart, and obviously that pit stop. So we will line this field back up for a restart. 18 cars will be on the lead lap to open stage number 2. Obviously, still just the one DNF with Liang with the suspension problem. I believe he retired during the green flag pit cycle. Okay. You can see he's undamaged, just has the problem right in the middle of pits cycle. Drops to the apron. For whatever reason, comes back onto the track, but is able to come to pit road. And he will be our one and only retirement to this point. The 3 and 1 obviously had their pit stop problems. 93 got turned around with no caution. I believe we're going to double up this time to send him for the restart. Yes, we're getting ready to. What? What? Oh, the one thing that I didn't click. What is that? Hello? There we go. That's better. Oh god. Can y'all figure out how to pass a fucking lap car? Looking at you, James, and Wise, and Newton. Absolute chuds, am I right? Okay, most of them have made it past. All the relevant cars have. A couple of the irrelevant cars have not. So we're gonna double up for the restart. Stage number 2, another 45 laps, will take us to lap 90. And that final stage will obviously take us to the end. So, coming to the green, 41 lap shootout for stage number 2. Green flag back in the air, we're racing in the MCS Championship. And look at that, the 99 almost clears, and Will gets down in front of the 2. And now that we've had 2-3 pit stops to adjust the race car, maybe he'll stand a better chance. Now Holmes was a little bit slow on the first couple of laps of the first run and wasn't really able to move, so not too much of a surprise that he did get beat early on in this run. Now he has a little bit of a run, takes it to the bumper, won't quite go to the bottom. Fields closing the gap a little bit. Oh, Wise wiggles Bush. That's for 4th. Newton fighting back here in the 9th or 8th position. Yeah, 8th. Harms right back to the bumper. Can't quite get to the inside. Conway seems to be very quick on the short run. Looked like the worst of the four on the long run, but looked like one of the best on the short run. So if we get a late race restart, he could be one to watch. Because he's been leading with little to no challenge from the two. Two cars got into the bumper a couple of times, but hasn't been able to have enough momentum to make a move comfortably. You do not want to force a move here, because usually that ends up with you in a battle with the car behind you. So the two car able to sit in second. Control his current position. There you go, the 99 pulled a bit of a gap. Coming into 3. '28 sticking right there. Here comes the 45. He will clear Bush, who's had problems with all year, to get to 6th. Here comes Bush with a run to the inside. Can't quite get there. Newton with a better exit. Gonna drive to the inside of LCJ. Side by side for 5th. Newton knows he has to get up to that top 3. Battling these non-championship drivers, doing nothing for him. And gets a really bad exit. I mean, both me and Troy had LCJ winning many races this season in our preseason predictions. But he wasn't able to do that. Only got the one win at Road America. Has a chance at a second win today, obviously. Arms unable to make the move yet. And Fields could potentially be attempting a move soon. Top 3 under blanket. Here comes the 28 to the bottom. The fight for second is on. Fields. Good center to the exit. Didn't get a good first half of the quad oval. Let's see if he can send it into turn 1. Not quite gonna stick. Two cars, a good run though.
2 car, big run.
Ran that wider entry. Not quite gonna be able to get to the inside of Conaway, but got close. Now here's lap traffic. Ralph Curry gonna be in the way. Conaway sneaks to the bottom. I think we've often seen this this season, where that first run, you have one really dominant car, and then the race starts getting shaken up. Because once people can start adjusting their cars under this, under these cautions and just during pit stops in general, really helps them focus in, and they got locked in. Here comes Harms for the lead. Goes through to the lead, and will not quite clear, but will now. 3 car almost didn't help him, but ended up overall helping him. Forced the 99 to get out of the gas and let the 2 clear. Newton back up inside the top 5. Wise lapping similar to the race leader. He's very quick right now.
I've acquired Thou Ghost. Oh, where did the 2 car go? Oh.
Courtesy of lap traffic. Now we will
45 is almost back, by the way.
I know. I was just talking about that. I mean, up to 5th, but 5th is not close to the championship. I mean, a top 5 right now does you no good. I mean, this championship, as far as I'm concerned, will have to take a win to get it. Because I believe the championship 4 have essentially been the top 3 this entire race. Like, outside of pit stops, I can't really think of any other time where it wasn't this championship 4 as the top 3. Now, Wise and Newton rolling in on 2nd and 3rd, who are staying about equal with the 2. So Conaway still has Fields on the rear bumper, and he's starting to close into the 2. Tuco was the 2nd slowest of the championship 4 last time around. So it seems like he's kind of lost his edge to a certain degree. Now Newton sets the quickest time of the championship 4. So it seems like it seems to really fluctuate right now. Now pit stop's likely going to happen in and around lap 80. We'll see if we can stay green through the pit stops. Usually we don't. Slow car, Earnhardt in the way. Same with the 53. Just kind of holding up some of these guys. Pryor got on the lead lap with the free pass. We will be running 16th. The 81 right there. 93 damaged right here. I believe all of Energy top 15, because Gary Collins is 14th, Earns 11th, Soto's 10th, and then the owner Newton 5th, Conaway 2nd. Now, I think Holmes got a good gap thanks to the 1 to a certain degree. Oh no, he was just kind of stretching it as was. Huh.
As the 2 cars just checked out after the assist from the lap traffic.
And Fields went from 3rd to 6th, got held up by Sandier, I believe. Because he was certainly up there before. Yep, look at that. Oh, and he actually got passed by Byron Wise anyways. Was that also lap traffic related or no? Or is just Byron Wise that guy? Oh no, Byron Wise is just that guy. Okay. Cool for him. I mean, the battle for second could help the 2-car pull away. And I think that's what's really given him this advantage, is because he hasn't been battling people as long. Here comes LCJ. This will likely give Conway a little bit of breathing room. $17 to go, stage 2. All 5 Valvoline cars inside the top 8. The only outliers are the 2 energy cars and Bush for whatever reason. Who I think is a potential lock to take over this 26 full-time next year. Carl Scott will be the first to hit pit road, obviously damaged and off strategy, so not too surprised about that. And it also has the tire go down, so call him Levi Soto, I guess. 2 really slow lapped cars to be in the way. Holds up the 2, probably cost him a couple of tenths there. As look at this, 99's got a little bit of a breakaway from that group behind him. So if he can just get some nice lap traffic, he could potentially start running down this too. Cooper Jr. squeaks to the bottom. Wise going to lose a couple of spots here. Field's going to pick up the spot to P5. I'm starting to be involved in lap traffic here, as it looks like pit stops may be starting. I see drivers start to move up the track. Todd Young dives to pit road. We'll see if any championship drivers decide to short pit, try to get an advantage to the end of the stage. Try to jump the 2-car. 99 got held up pretty bad by the 53. I think a lot of this lap traffic is about timing. Because if you can catch lap traffic at the right time, it helps significantly. As here comes the 2 to pit road. He will be the first one down. And both Valvoline Championship drivers going to come to pit road on the same lap. So, Energy trying to deviate. And I think they know they can't quite beat the 2-car off pace. I think they've got him on pace for the first 10 laps of a run, maybe. So, they decide to send it with this. Now, both of them come to pit road. They'll be part of the second big wave. And another good thing about staying out late could put you in a position where you are able to get a caution in between the pit laps. Pretty mediocre stop from the 28 of 15.72. Holmes was about a second quicker. Hopefully no pit stop troubles for the 45. Doesn't look like a very good stop from him. Good stop from both of them. But the 2-car on the newer tires and pitting 1 lap early, going to be able to jump out pretty far. Going to have a huge advantage here, but does have some tricky lap traffic coming up, mainly Augustine Pryor. Top 15 car not going to give up her chances. And Man, pit road has just been Ross Newton's Achilles heel. Currently running technically 8th. I think in the cycle he's 5th. Yes, they were both past Penny Cam caution waves. Turn 4, it's Will. Uh-oh. This is gonna get bad. And Marcus's final race for Dodge will potentially end early. Caution flag number 2 happens right after the pit cycle. And it looks like it's Acosta and Will. Oh! Oh, it looks like he's coming out of pit road and just gets cleaned out. And that looks like a huge hit. Yeah, he hits the wall pretty good. Then gets hit by the 31 and climbs on top of it. Almost gets the fence. And he will just slide to a stop very slowly. And the side-by-side between the 2 and 70 here. Not going to be in the favor of the 70. Or the 49. And the 49 gets hit pretty good. I think everyone else avoids it. So a 2-car crash, and I think that one could take out both of them. And yes, the 70's final race will end prematurely.
And the 19th end of season misery continues.
Yup. So, Pryor will get the free pass back to back. Got lapped by the 2 probably a lap or so before the caution comes out. So we are well past the halfway mark of the Season 7 Championship. This season has gone by very quick. I don't know how long it is, like, actually, but I think it was in, like, 3 or 4 months. Because I think we started it towards the beginning of 2026. And it's over in the beginning of May, so.
Do we count the start of the season as the Clash or the 500?
I say Clash.
Okay. So the Clash is on December 20th. 140 days this season has taken. How many races have we done?
36.
You
I
know
think it's like 84 plus some other things.
So we're averaging a race probably every 2 days.
Yeah.
I didn't know we started around Christmas time, to be honest. Wait, we did the Clash and the duels on the same day.
What the hell?
And then we did trucks on the 21st. I think we did trucks and D2 on the same day. Yeah. Oh, we did all day races in the same day.
Yeah, I think we were originally just gonna do the lower series and then.
Did we do a Christmas race? I don't remember. I don't think we did.
No, I don't think so. I think we're both busy.
Oh yeah, because that's not setting on my PC.
Anyways, coming to the green. 2-car will lead us. Can the 99 jump out to the lead again with 5 laps to go in stage number 2? Green flag back in the air.
Great jump from Conaway. The inside stalls.
Really bad, and Fields could potentially jump to second. Nope, not quite gonna happen. Had he dropped to third, I believe that would be his lowest running position since lap number 1. Holmes has a huge run on the 99. Not quite gonna get there. Can Newton jump up to 4th? I think that's a big thing to be looking at. And here comes the 8. He's really fast right now. 8-car has a great first lap or 2 of the restart. Takes it to the inside of Fields. And it's going to give some breathing room to the 2 and 99, so they may be able to battle it out for stage number 2. Keep in mind, stage points don't matter. And a bad 1 and 2 from the 8 gonna push the 45 really far back. But the 28 not gonna lose too much time. Will the 2-car get aggressive for the stage win? I mean, keep in mind, if he does make this pass, it won't really be that much of a positive for him because he'll just have to defend from the 99 again on the outside. The 8.
I think the 99 maybe the second best car right now.
I think so too. I think it's close between him and Fields. White flag, stage number 2. And the top 5 nose to tail, all 4 championship drivers up here. And I think the 8-car might actually be the best car right now. He's just struggling on entry. Got loose underneath the 28. Last gas for the 2. And Christopher Conaway, stage 2 win will come here in Charlotte. Here we go. So, very, very impressive from Conaway to hold off the 2. Fields was able to hold off the 8.
Man, if you told me at the beginning of the season Christopher Conaway would have a shot to win the championship with 0 wins in the season, hasn't won in the next gen car, hasn't won since season 5, I think you were crazy.
Yeah,
and he's staying out.
Yeah,
and the 2 and 28 pitting.
Yeah, and I find that especially crazy because he stopped winning right after a back-to-back win streak. So, 2 is the leader on the pit road. A couple of drivers stayed out. Holmes will lead out of pit road. Anyways. So Conway will lead us to green. Newton's still in third, unable to do anything as... Oh my goodness. Guess Gary Collins is here now. Gary! Can Gary win the race?
Hey, the season 2 championship, he won the race.
Hear me out.
And wait. If Gary Collins wins the race, then theoretically Christopher Conway will win the championship.
True. Gotta worry. I forgot to wave around the 6. I actually don't know if he was the wave around, but he's been fast. And
What
he's passed like... What?
Why did they do the pass in the grass?
Why not? Remember one car went like 160 through the grass?
Yes.
That was really funny. I don't know why they do that, but it's really goofy. Okay, so final stage. We'll go green. If I had to guess, it'll... Oh my god, where did Fields go? Fields is deceased. Oh my goodness, Wallach Fold has deceased
I
himself.
think every championship driver has led today at one point.
I don't think Ross Newman did.
I thought he led a little bit at the beginning of the race.
I thought that was Fields. Maybe it was Newton. No, I feel like Newton's always been, like, behind a little bit. I think his highest position is second when he started the race. And then I think he dropped. You can check.
But yeah, I'm looking right now. Oh, maybe he hasn't led. Yeah.
Because I know Fields led the very beginning. Conway's leading now. Two-car led the bulk of the race. So see how much those tires will give him an advantage. Obviously, tires are a big advantage, but there was only a handful of green flag laps on them. Now, I don't know how much it will actually help, because what I'm thinking about is, yes, those tires are going to be really, really nice, and he might be able to pull a big gap if he can get through these guys quick, but my worry is he stays out extra long on that final, like, run, and potentially gets leapfrogged. So I think it'll mainly depend on what he can do passing these 5 cars. Now, he's only starting in 6th, so not too bad, and won't really have any pressure from Fields. Fields had a really bad stop. I have no idea why. But, you know what? Skill issue. I believe 18 cars on the lead lap? Yes, 18 cars on the lead lap. We have... well, one more stage to go. Gonna be 46 laps when we get the green. So different strategies starting to emerge. The 2 and 28 make aggressive pit strategies to try to leapfrog these guys, probably try to control the top spots during the run and sacrifice a little bit of speed during the pit cycle. We'll find out. Coming to the green. Green flag back in the air from Charlotte Motor Speedway. The 99 seems a little bit better on that high side than he actually is at restarting on the low side. Harm's already moving up, no surprise there. And this could cause a wreck. Watch Acosta, he's stuck right in the middle here.
Something horrible is about to happen to the field.
It may. Now Harm's going to be held up potentially by this. Here comes Newton. Newton to the 2nd position. Can he clear LCJ? He will. So top 3 all championship drivers. LCJ dropping back on that second line. Field
I don't know.
stuck in the field. Now see how much of a difference those newer tires make for the two. I
This
think
new car does look a lot faster.
he does. He
At
looks
least
like
in the
he's
45.
yeah, it looks like he can stay just a little bit closer, and I think it's going to be easier for him to actually make the pass. Because the biggest problem with making a pass here is you kind of stall out on the bottom if you aren't too much quicker than them. Like what we just saw out of the 8, he tried to make a dive bomb and couldn't because he wasn't that much quicker. So 2 car to the bottom. This for second. Now the real test is going to be 1 and 2. 1 and 2 has been the problem spot for passing on the bottom lane so far this race. Yeah, see?
It clears.
That's those new tires. Harms had a better exit than the 45. Clears to the second position. Now he could have a shot at the race lead. Harms the bumper. 42 laps to go. 28 still hasn't cracked the top 10. So he's struggling slightly more than the 2 car. I think it was the battery start. I think it was being held up behind the 31, but he's starting to move now. He's going to make a big move, 3 wide to the bottom. No battle for the lead yet. Pryor slides up. As I think Aaron Bush is one of the quickest cars, not on the lead lap. Obviously, started from the back. Didn't have the best first run, went a lap down. Wasn't able to get the free pass. So, we'll see if he can get on the lead lap with a caution later in this stage. I mean, who currently holds the free pass position, I believe, yes. And here's Fields inside the top 10 now. He is working on picking up a spot. And this is where it gets hard, even on those newer tires, to really beat people. It's when you're all in a big group. I'm surprised he hasn't looked 3 wide. Because I think this very well could be the last run. Nose to tail, top 3. 4th place sticking right there. LCJ with a run. He might make a move on the 45.
Sandwich between 2 goblin cars.
And Harms sandwich between 2 energy cars.
Oh.
Yeah, LCJ's been doing that. He's so fast, but he just keeps twitching when the air gets pulled off of his car. What is Coop waffling about, by the way? This is why the 14's gonna suck next year. Because you're driving it. Hey, Pryor's actually top 10. Rare I can actually say that. Pryor's had kind of an off year. I think after last year had a very, very solid year. Kind of fell off this year. I think a lot of people had high expectations from developing the Havoline program, but didn't show quite as good. I mean, Conaway holding on to the lead. 35 laps to go. And the pit stop from Harms hasn't really helped them. I think it helped him get up to the second position, but he has not been able to make the pass.
Everyone is kind of slowly reeling in these cars, and now it's starting to look like a plate race. It's looking like the 2021 500.
Oh, and here comes the 45 to the bottom. I don't think this is going to work. He didn't have enough momentum. Here comes the 8 to the outside. Oh, he's going to nudge the 2. Newton moves the 2 car up the track. Aggressive move.
He's trying to get back to the bumper of his teammate. Oh.
And that's going to be a big move. That puts the 2 car.
That's going to really kill the 2.
2 car going to
Stuck
drop.
behind the 3.
2 car going to drop. And even Penny Kim's going to get around him. And it looks like Harms may drop to 9th. And he could keep dropping. He's unable to get underneath Earnhardt. Now look at this. Newton has a shot to potentially steal this championship. Well, not really steal it, but he clearly hasn't been the best championship driver. Two car finally going to get around the 3, but the damage has been done.
Jesus.
He needs to start moving.
And now, as we saw, it looks like it's been really hard to pass in this final run, and now he's going to need to get through this big pack of cars, which Wallace Fields has been struggling to do.
Now, I do think the 2 car is significantly quicker than the 28. That's the one thing he has going for him. I believe he's the quickest car. Besides maybe the 8, but the 8 can't really pass, So 2.7 seconds back. With 31 laps to go, Energy controls the championship 1-2. What?
Oh, I thought that was Brody again.
No, it's
I was
right.
I was about to cry, dude.
Yo, he's not that slow, Jesus. Conaway goes to the bottom. Big run from Wise. Take a look at this charge from the 42. Gets it to the bumper of the 45. And he's going to move to the inside. Really fast from the 42. Takes it side by side to the lead. Look at this.
Fields is suddenly back in it.
And Wise clears.
Fields, big run.
Big run. This could be for the championship right here. I think this is the first time, outside of pit stops obviously, that a non-championship driver has led the race.
The Charlotte King.
2 cars caught the tail end, by the way. I don't know what the hell happened to the top 2 there, but they had a really bad lap. And
I think they had to check up because of the 53.
I think so too, but that seemed very aggressive. Fields will have a chance at the championship. He will take it to the bottom on the new tires. Wallace Fields slides it in and will take the championship lead. Here comes the new into pit. Oh! And Conaway misses it. Conaway misses pit road completely. Oh, and he clips the inside wall, William Byron style. Gonna come back up on the track.
Okay.
And a huge mistake out of Christopher Conaway in the 99. Now, this is kind of where the 2 strategies is this kind of couple of laps in between the pit strategies. Now Conaway will get it to pit road, but the damage is done. That could be Conaway's championship hopes over with a really bad pit road miss. That wasn't just slightly bad. That was really bad.
It looked like he just like, I don't know, it was weird.
So Fields controls the championship. Wise controls the race. So Valvoline in full control right now. We will see how much damage the 45 can do to the gap that they had. And he had a good stop. 14.86. That's a very solid pit stop. Now, when do these guys come to pit road? I couldn't imagine it's much more than 4 or 5 more laps from now where these guys will be running. And I think there's a realistic chance that the 45 is able to take the lead of this championship as battle for the lead. Fields will almost clear Wise, but he will into 3. So Fields to the lead and the championship lead. Holmes will pass Bush. Valvoline 1 through 3. So Newton in 22nd. We'll see how bad the damage is for the 99. Yeah, the 99 2 laps down. He ruined his championship. Unless he can get a caution right after these guys pit. If he can get back on the lead lap here, maybe. Gonna be a long shot though. Here comes Harms looking for second in the race. Looking around his teammate. Wise gets out of the gas. Wiggled on the exit. He's been struggling. He had a couple of really quick laps. I think he burnt up his stuff. Must be running very hot. And will drop to 3rd and have a challenge for 3rd.
If I don't miss anything, I'm going to post the Conaway thing.
Okay. Ralph Curry gonna potentially be in the way of the 2. I mean, I don't know. I like the chances of the 45. I really like this strategy. It seemed to have worked really, really well. Really effectively for Ross Newton in the 45. This could be the race-winning strategy and the championship-winning strategy for Ross Newton in his final full Cup Series season.
Miss anything?
Nope.
Okay. So 28 and 2, yet to pit. 28 holds the championship lead right now with 20 laps to go. Looking for his second championship, first in Valvoline equipment.
2 to pit
2
road.
car down pit road.
So we'll see how he can come out in comparison to the 45. Because that's the current championship leader on the cycle, obviously. I mean, I'm not seeing the 45 yet. There's the 45 right there. That's the target car for the 2. Will likely lose the lead of the championship out of pit road, but he will have significantly better tires where he has a chance to run him down. So the gap continues to expand. 45 will control it for now. 28 stays out hoping for a yellow flag, which would certainly change how this championship is ran. I mean, could you imagine a championship right now? The implications that it would have. 28 looks slow on the bottom. Looks like he's coming to pit road this time. Yep, here comes the 28. He will come to pit road. He will be the last of the championship for to do so. Message redacted. Retracted? I said redacted. I think he called me slurs, guys. So here's the gap between the 2 and the 45. You can see the 45 right there. 29.4. So not lapping too much quicker than the 45, but is a little bit quicker. I'll see if that ends up translating till the end of this race. I don't like this from the 28. Looks like he had an even worse stop than the 2. 15.81. I'm curious what the stop was from the 2. I don't think it was bad by any means. Yeah, 14.64. So good stop from him, actually. It was just the pit strategy kind of differential between tires. Oh, and they woke up the track! Oh! LCJ Wall's the leader!
What?
No, it goes into the wall! LCJ throwing a block! And here's the 2. He's gonna have a huge run. Gonna close that gap a ton. A slide job gone wrong for the race lead. Yeah, like he just turns in late trying to keep the 45 up there. Contact and they go into the wall. Oh, and caution. 8-car round. And we will have a restart. Unbelievable. We missed it. Oh my goodness.
If that ends up costing the 45 this championship, that's gonna be all over social media.
Oh!
And probably a contra. Oh.
Oh yeah, the 2-car just cleaned him out. Oh my.
That's wow.
I mean, we've seen this kind of all race. It's happened a handful of times. Speed differential, the 2-car pushing on new tires, 8 on slightly older tires. Obviously, probably damaged after the shenanigans. Now, how bad does that damage the 2? 2 just turns the 8 into the wall. That's a teammate. And we will have a restart. Late in this race, do we see pit stops? So late race restart. Gonna be in and around 10 laps to go on the green flag. Let's give the free pass to the 10.
So that's certainly going to change a lot here, I would say.
What, the free pass or the caution?
The caution and the 45 getting walled.
One thing to note, 99 stayed on the lead lap. So all 4 championship drivers stay on the lead lap. Conway does have a lot of work to do. And I don't know if he'll be able to do it, but...
And yeah, a lot of work to do and not that much time.
Yeah. The top 3 all championship drivers, though, and it's been like that most of this race. I don't even know where the 8 is. Oh, the 8's still ahead of the 99, by the way. So look at energy. Energy's been really good. 1st, 9th, 10th, 12th, and 15th. You're fucking joking. Super random. I have the race on my phone.
Wow. Posting the LCJ walling Newton right now. I'm faster than NASCAR with these clips.
Helps when you're lifeless. How far? I think there's like only like 6 or 7. Ironic. 6 or 7 laps of like, or 6 or 7 seconds. Sorry, of like delay between the stream and like my actual screen. By the way.
Yeah, there's not that much delay.
So I like wasn't really paying attention until now. Anyways, getting ready to go green. Gonna be an 11 lap shootout for the championship.
So, possibly the final restart of the season. And 3 of the 4 championship drivers, 1, 2, 3, Ross Newton. We'll see if that damage from hitting the wall affects him much. Here we go.
Coming to the green.
Possibly the final restart of the season. Newton leads us. Harm side by side.
Green flag. Back
About
in.
even. Maybe a little bit better from the 2.
Yeah, but the 45 gonna make that all up on the bottom. 2 has to be careful to not let him clear. Now keep in mind, 2 car on slightly better tires. Gonna stay to the outside. Side by side for the championship. Down the back straight away into 3. 2 car, way better. Gets the exit. Harms. Can't quite clear and he will. Harms to the championship lead. Now Fields could jump around the 45 and challenge the 2. Yep, gonna clear the 45. Here comes the 26 to challenge as well. Bush trying to get his best career Cup Series finish. He gets the inside of Fields. Fields good run through 3 and 4. 9 laps to go from Charlotte Motor Speedway. Fields not giving the 2 car any room. Closing the gap. Reminder, he's on even better tires than the 2. He pitted really late. I mean, he went until he was damn near out of fuel to make his pit stop. And this is the reason why a late race restart puts him in a position where he could steal this. Newton has dropped outside the top 4. I don't know where the 99 really is, but I think it's down to the Valvoline Fords. Fields unable to make the move. You can tell he's just a touch quicker right now than the 2. 2 car does get a better 3 and 4. Gonna be able to pull the gap. That was a way better lap there. 2 car able to pull away. 1 car, or sorry, the 28, a little bit better in 1 and 2. Here we go, to the bumper. Does he take it to the bottom, or does he keep waiting? Here comes the 26, huge run from Bush. All the way to the bumper of Fields. Now I'm a little surprised the 99 didn't try an elite, like, pit strategy move and try to take new tires to just fly through the field. Good run from the 28. Back to the bumper of the 2.
Does he still stay behind him?
It seems like the 2 car is way better in 3 and 4, but the 28 is way better in 1 and 2. That time the 28 stays relatively close. Energy trying to get back up there. I mean, we'll take a look at Conway. Conway's still in and around 15th. Harms, controls. Better 3 and 4 there. Way better 3 and 4. Stretches the gap. Fields trying to close. Bush has caught the 28.
Okay,
Gonna have 3 more laps to do it. He's got a good run. Closed in on the 2. Deep into 3. Just trying to close that gap. I still don't know why he didn't try to make the move when he had the chance. He is closing ever so slightly. 28 a little bit quicker. 2 to go. Down the back straightaway. Lap and a half. Look at the 28. Big run. White flag. Wow. 1 lap to go. Fields is there. To the rear bumper. He goes the inside.
There goes Fields.
Fields. Last chance. Sends it into 1. 2 car. Holds it wide. Better exit. 28. Unable to get there. Has company from the 26. Overdrove turn 1. Harms will go back to back for the first time in MCS history. 2-time champion. Harms holds on. What a finish. The 7 car with a problem down pit road. I thought Fields was going to be able to do it. He overdrove turn 1 just a little bit, and I think the 2 car, you can see how he ran the second half of the quad oval. Look at this. You can see he knows the 28 is going to make this move. So you can see he widens up the quad oval to get that wide exit and be able to turn down the track. I really thought Fields was going to be able to slide that in. But the 2 car made a good adjustment for his line. He was able to hold on. So Harms, your Season 7 MCS Championship winner, wins the race. That's win number 11 of the season. Could have had a couple of more championships earlier in the season. Wins earlier in the season. And Ross Newton will end his season and his full-time career.
By the way, I'd like to mention. Remember when I kind of called it yesterday how the end of the race was going to play out. I don't know if you remember what I said.
I don't remember word for word, but I remember you saying a caution and I was going to win.
I pretty much I was like the 45 is going to be leading. Something's going to happen with the Valvoline car bringing out a caution. He's going to lose the lead on a restart. Like, I pretty much just rehearsed what happened to Denny Hamlin, and it kind of happened.
So, Harms wins the championship. Fields was basically a car length short. Because I think had he cleared the 2 car, that would have been it. What a championship fight. What a race, to be honest. That was a really solid race. Will and Marcus out on that 1 rack, and Liang died earlier. But we will see you next season for the Clash, Duels, and then all 4 divisions at Daytona. We will see you next season in Season 8.